Starfield is not just a Skyrim reskin, says head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, which, Matt, what a tremendous name. What a tremendous game. My goodness gracious. He said he's confident Todd Howard won't, quote, sit still on what was built before, even though that's kind of what they've been doing for a decade. Whatever, who cares? It was part of a podcast thing that they did through GameSpot. Here's Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studios, who was recently interviewed by Friends Per Second podcast presented on SkillUp's YouTube channel. Booty answered questions about Halo, Game Pass, what it's like managing the game studios Microsoft owns, and finally, he fielded some questions about it. After noting the reception of Starfield's trailers has been largely positive. I don't know, man. I thought the reaction to the trailers was largely negative. Am I living in an echo chamber? Like, am I wrong? Even people like Maddie were like, the gunplay looks pretty rough, man. Like, the only person I saw that asserted that it looked tremendous and there was nothing wrong with it was Vault Boy. No, not Vault Boy. What is it? Lone Vault Wanderer, I think is his name. And he is like, he calls himself the Bethesda simp. Like, he calls himself that. He used to work for Bethesda. So, like, he's the only one that I saw gave it unequivocal positive marks. But I didn't think it was generally positive. I thought there was a lot of negativity surrounding it just because it looked pretty rough. But he said, quote, do you think it's Skyrim in space? Panabianco asks, if it's not Skyrim in space, what do you think really sets it apart? Where are you seeing that it really evolves that Bethesda Game Studios model? Okay. Onar. Having had the chance over the last year and a half or so to spend more time with Todd and see how he works and see what he brings to game design, I'm confident he's not going to sit on what was built before. It's just not his approach to come in and reskin something, right? I mean, okay, we're being a little facetious. Like, Todd Howard, yeah, he does come in, he adds stuff. Say what you will about Fallout 4. Fallout 4, I think most people got frustrated with because Fallout 4 was just, people wanted Skyrim with guns and they didn't get it. And so they got upset. People wanted like RPG in a Fallout universe. They didn't get that. They got like a looter shooter with base building and like weapon customization. And that was pretty good. Like, people liked it. If you went into it expecting that. If you went in expecting an RPG, you probably hated it. And that's where I landed. But I can go back now and I can see that there's a lot there that's generally positive. But for something like this, it's, people keep asking what sets this game apart. And nobody really knows yet. Nobody's clearly stated what sets this game apart. Star Citizen has raised $500 million, and the game still hasn't come out yet, and there's no release date in sight. But what they have working in the alphas right now is pretty impressive. And as far as I can tell from what they've said through Bethesda, there's nothing Starfield does that's even approaching that tech, you know? So I don't know. Not to say it can't be a good game, but when you're talking about like a space simulator, that's a big question.